Welcome to Rewrite Her Voice, the podcast that takes a bold and compassionate look at the inner critic living rent-free in your head. You know the one. She's judgmental, perfectionistic, and never misses a chance to tear you down. But here's the truth. That voice isn't truly you. Each week, we dive into an honest conversation with powerful stories and practical tools to uncover where that inner mean girl came from, why she shows up, and how to rewrite her script. It's time to reclaim your inner voice, break the cycle of self sabotage, and speak to yourself with the kindness and strength you deserve. If you're ready to stop letting your inner mean girl run the show and start showing up as your most authentic, empowered self, let's go. Hey there, sunshine. Today I want to talk about the long game, okay? Think long game. I'm sure you've heard that phrase a gajillion times at this point, right? So when you think the long game, I want you to think about like your goals, your plans, the 10-year down the road kind of situation, okay? And when you're doing something, when you are freaking out about something, I want you to think about this podcast right here. Okay. So let's talk about the long game. It's so easy to get caught up in the short term, right? The chaos of today, the stress of right now, the moment that feels like everything. But the truth, most of what feels urgent today won't even matter 10 days from now. And the things that do matter, the things that shape who we're becoming, those often get lost in the noise. So today, I want to invite you to pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself a simple question. Will this matter in 10 minutes? 10 days, 10 months, 10 years. We live in a world that rewards the short game, right? Quick results, instant gratification, the I need to fix this now mindset. And when we're in that space, when we're just trying to survive the moment, we can lose sight of what we're actually building. Sometimes we make choices from our pain, from exhaustion, from fear, insecurity, fear of judgment, and not from the woman we want to become. And I say this with so much love because I've been there. The short game feels safe. It feels soothing. It's also known as the comfort zone. The short game is temporary. The long game, that's where growth happens. That's where healing takes root. So, what's your long game, my sweet friend? What are you building toward? Who are you becoming? Maybe it's peace. Maybe it's confidence. Maybe it's a life that feels steady when you trust yourself no matter what season you're in. Once you know your long game, every small decision becomes a way to align with that vision. When you choose rest over burnout, that's long game. When you speak kindly to yourself instead of tearing yourself down, that's long game. When you hold a boundary that protects your peace, you guessed it, that's long game. Each small moment is a seed being planted in the garden of your future self. So here's something simple that can change everything. I call it the 10-10-10 rule. When you're stuck, overwhelmed, or spiraling, I want you to pause, take a breath, and ask yourself, will this matter in 10 minutes? Will it matter in 10 days? Will it matter in 10 months? Will it matter in 10 years? Let's break it down. 10 minutes. What's the emotion right now? What do I need to support myself through it? Remember, an emotion only lasts 90 seconds. Once that chemical is flushed through your body, that emotion is gone. Anything after that is your thought continuing the spiral. So what is the emotion and what support do you need? 10 days. How will I feel about this choice when the emotion settles and time has passed? 10 months. Is this action moving me closer to or further from my goals? 10 months is almost a year. So 10 months from now, will this action move me closer to where I want to be a year from now? 10 years. 10 years feels like an eternity. It feels so far away. But when you look back 10 years from now, will you be proud of how you handled this moment? Will you be pleased with where you are? Will you have been continuing to move forward towards your goals? This can give you perspective. It's a gentle zoom out. Okay? Because sometimes what feels urgent right now is really just asking for compassion, not a reaction. And I want you to hear this. You're not meant to play the long game perfectly. No one is. There will be days you forget, days you slip into survival mode, days where you choose comfort instead of growth. Guess what? That's okay. That's still part of the long game because the long game isn't built on perfection. It's built on returning. It's built on coming back again and again to what matters most, to that alignment. You can always come back to your vision. You can always choose again. So today, I want you to take a moment and ask, what does my long game look like? What kind of woman am I becoming? Are my daily choices aligning with her? Think long game, my friend, because the woman you're becoming is being built in the quiet, ordinary choices of today. You're not behind, you're not broken, you're simply becoming. And always, 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 always remember, you're enough, you're worthy, and you are loved. Until the next time, my sweet friend, Love Rach. Hey, my sweet friend. Thank you so much for spending time with me today on Rewrite Her Voice. If you loved today's episode, will you hit that subscribe button for me? And be sure to share it with a friend. If you're ready to quiet your inner mean girl and step into your own authentic voice, I would love for you to join me inside our Cultivating membership. Until next time, remember, you are enough.